This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Okay, all right. Jesus Christ. Hey, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. How you doing? Everybody all right out there? All right, what's going on?
Well, we're still doing it, even though everything's down. We're still going to bring you the news and the hopefully laughter.
Yeah, we have a special guest today.
Yep.
Is this breaking the law? This is way too many people.
Yeah.
No.
We're 18 feet apart. There's three of us, so that's 6 feet each, right?
Right.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's my math.
Yeah. We're all just very distant from each other. Well, it is Sunday. What's the date today? This is the 22nd?
The 22nd.
March 22nd, 2020. If you find this in the future somewhere.
Yeah.
Last time I was down here, we had a good old time at the St. Patrick's Day.
We had a blast.
Dude, we were up on the roof throwing candy.
Yeah.
That's going to be remembered as like the last day of...
Yeah.
You know. How was the rest of that night? It was banging, right?
It was crazy. It was busy all night. Thank you, everyone, for coming out, and we had a freaking great time. I was there until 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I started at like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was a shift.
It was a long one. Yeah. But it was well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
Really, dude. Okay, so as of right now, everything is shut the fuck down.
Right.
All sports, restaurants, the jug is shut down. But you guys did have a good Friday.
We had a good Friday. We did takeout. So that went really well. So we're going to do it again here on Tuesday. We're going to do our normal Taco Tuesday, but it's going to be Takeout Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. Everybody go support that.
Another tea.
Yeah, we got to add another tea to it.
I pity the fool.
So yeah, that's we're doing that, and we're doing like chicken fingers and burgers and wings and anything you can fry pretty much. I might
Support
even go
that
grab
shit.
some Oreos. Who knows?
When all this is over, we need the jug to still be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone
So-
support local businesses. That's how it's about right now.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, get
I
all
will say,
get all the takeout you can.
for all of this stay inside shit, there's more people out than ever.
Oh, yeah.
We went out today. I had to make a few stops before we came here. Even Youngstown, like if you look out the window right now, people are walking around.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I think because
More people are walking right now than ever.
Yeah, for real.
Dogs are really getting their exercise.
Dogs are like, this is great.
They're
Man.
like, man.
Yeah.
Let me sniff your butt. What you been eating? Smells like takeout.
Smells like takeout.
There's
Let me get a little bit of that. You got any leftovers?
Yeah.
There's styrofoam trays everywhere full of chicken bones.
All right.
This is heaven.
Yeah.
Como don't have to worry about that in the plastic bags right now. He's got more things in his mind.
Right.
Dude. Yeah.
The
so
squirrels
crazy.
and the raccoons are having a blast too.
Yeah.
Earl's loving it. Earl Squirrel's having a good time.
Right, I bet.
So, yeah, everybody's inside. No non-essential work.
Right.
People can leave. So, like, everything is just shut the fuck down right now.
Yeah,
It's a
crazy.
very
Weird.
strange thing, and you feel it out there. Like I said, we're walking around, there's people everywhere, and you just feel this. It's
Yeah.
trippy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other time that this even came close to happening, that I know of, that I come to discover, is in 1918 with influenza.
Yeah. It was a big
So,
time plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 102 years
Yeah.
it's been since something like this has happened, which is just fucking nuts.
Well, we were due, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
We were
it's...
due.
Yeah. They said every 75 years it might happen in 1918, so we're 27 years overdue.
All right.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. You don't know what to make of it because it's the unknown. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You don't know what's going to happen at the end of this. You don't know how... But then at the same time, like... You go out and you walk around and you're like, shit seems kind of normal. That's what's trippy about
Yeah.
it.
What's
Yeah.
what's
You
the
don't-
end game of society getting back together again? When is that?
I don't
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
So you're saying we all just get our guns and just
Well, no, but
go our separate ways?
It's
and-
only been a week, and
Right.
people are on edge right now, and it might be
I think it's so funny. Yeah.
2 or 3 months.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
It could be.
Exactly. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know how people are going to respond to it. We don't know if that's what the whole point of this thing is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, let's see how far they're going to let us go.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Cap fucking said that he got word that the fucking National Guard was on their way.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a total lockdown.
That's
Could
what
happen.
I heard.
It could happen. If
Wow.
that's what's gonna, keep people alive,
Yeah.
are people gonna stand for it? That's the question too.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you can go out, you can get your groceries. Are they going to deliver groceries?
That's
are they
what I was
deliver
wondering.
food?
Like, what
are
the
they
hell
going to
they're
deliver
do
water?
there, too. Like, how are they going to do that? How are they going to control that?
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be other things like that, other avenues of business that open up that you take all the people who are out of work. Okay, now you all go in here and we just make takeout dinners constantly and just people are driving around delivering them all the time.
Just a rolling soup kitchen.
Yeah. That's where, like, I mean, look, the conspiracy thing is fun. I've always read about that shit. I think it's really fun and funny and interesting. And some of them you're like, that seems fucking plausible. And now I'm just like, yeah, I was, those are just fun stories. I don't want to actually do that.
Right.
It's like the government's taking over, man. Yeah. And then you're like, all right, this is getting kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But if it is all for the good reason and it saves countless lives, then yes, absolutely, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But on the other side, if you find out, if anybody found out that they're like, that was all like, not even just inflated, not like it was a hoax, like it didn't happen, just they saw it as same with 9/11, they see it as an opportunity to like push a little harder, I guess. I don't fucking know, man.
To get laws passed, more or less. Because at the end of this debacle we're having, I'll call it that, is a good word, something's going to get passed. Like the Patriot Act was passed in 9/11.
Right, right.
A lot more rules got enhanced.
That's
you
what
could
I'm
do
saying.
a lot more spying and interrogating and watching people without warrants or whatever. Now, we'll see what happens, hopefully, in 2 months. But what is 2 months? Is 2 months 6 months? Is it a year?
Feels like it's been a while. That's the thing,
It's only been a week. That's crazy.
Well, it starts with a little bit. And then the more it progresses, like we were saying before.
A little chunk.
They don't shut everything down.
Yeah.
It's like one thing at a time.
If all these rules were told a week and a half ago.
All at once.
All at one time, right when they stopped sports, more or less, arenas. If they took all those at one time, how would we have took it?
It's just a little bit here, a little bit there. One county at a time, and then the next thing you know, it's the whole state.
Yeah.
Right.
The next thing you know, we're all dressed the same, praying to our great leader. But no,
What the hell happened?
Here's the conspiracy.
Whoever invents the cure, that's going to be the next leader.
Someone get Robert Smith on the horn.
Yeah.
The cure is going to have a little brainwash juice in it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And there's a whole theory about Bill Gates wanting to, barcode people, essentially. And we'll all have a chip in us. Because he was talking about this shit, a few months ago, when it was just kind of starting over in China. And then he stepped down as CEO at a very strange time in the middle of all this. Look, you can read a million things. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. It's just fun to read about that shit.
Google it.
And while it's happening, even with 9/11, people didn't know what was while it was happening. A million different crazy ideas were thrown out there.
Yeah.
You didn't know what the actual story was until after.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening here is we're just throwing shit in the air and we have no idea what the real outcome is going to be.
Yeah. What's the end game of this situation?
Or if it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Because I see that shit everywhere. I took a sociology class and we learned about advertising and how they use colors and words to manipulate people's brains to buy their shit.
Right.
Ever since then, I don't trust anything. So whenever they say social distancing, and I'm like, why? What? They made it a cute catchphrase, a hashtag.
Yeah.
Because they want to separate people. I don't know. I'm nuts. I can't do this. They're gonna hear me.
Yeah. They're gonna come after you.
They're like, we don't even have to bug this guy.
Yeah.
He does it himself.
He's just saying everything.
Well, we got him.
Yeah.
Or is it today, since I saw so many people out, I'm like, maybe this was a reverse thing to get people to go out more.
Yeah.
They're as soon as we tell them, everyone's like, go outside. And we're like, no, I'm going to play on my iPad. And as soon as they're like, stay inside, I'm like, bitch, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology.
Well, the kids, you don't really see kids outside that nearly as much.
No, they're all
as
playing
they
Fortnite or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, this coming up to Youngstown today, the kids were all on their bikes and Joseph Davis was busy. People were playing frisbee golf.
Right.
It's Sunday, too.
And it's Sunday.
So
It is.
now they're all homeschooled. So now all these parents are homeschooling these kids.
Yeah.
So now these kids are all getting weird education. So now if I had a kid, I'd be sitting there just showing him the Zapruder film. And I'm like, there was another shooter, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not good. We're going to have a whole society of people taught by their parents now.
It'll be a grassy knoll
The
theories
kids are
everywhere.
off school, and the parents are home from work.
Some
and
kid
they're
doing a book report on
so
Rush.
they're like, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. If you have 2 or 3 kids and you want to, you got to teach them math homework. How long can you sit the person down? Like 7 or 8 years old.
Now the kids are only as smart as their parents. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
You don't do math this way. You got to do it this way.
Yeah, they're all learning the same shit that parents learned in the 80s.
Yeah, you're doing it in columns. What do you? This is not New York State approved math, Mom.
I know. What is going to do just to stop everything? What is the outcome of this going to be? Economically?
Yeah.
And who's to gain, man?
Yeah. It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma.
I've been waiting 4 weeks to use that. Now we can finally use it.
There it is.
Boom. Done.
All right, so as the manager of a eating and drinking establishment, the fuck's going on, Cap?
Well, I mean, we're just down right now, you know. We've got yeah, go ahead.
I'm getting a beer.
You know, we're doing 2 nights at a takeout, and we're
okay. While he's gone, if shit goes down, we're eating him first. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sure.
But there's really nothing else that we can do. We actually, funny thing happened on Friday. So the phone rings. It's about 3:45, and we're gonna do takeout from 4 to 9. We put it on Facebook. We put it, you know, out there. We put a sign out in the front for people that were going by and everything, you know.
And you were like, not skeptical, but you're like, I wonder if this is gonna work, or if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I was slightly hesitant about doing it, but like, I also don't want all that product like.
Oh yeah, with the fish,
going to waste.
2-week quarantine fish.
So.
That doesn't. That's not the same.
They're in the middle.
That's like how you guys have the soup that you're keeping, the 200-year-old soup.
Yeah.
This is 2-week quarantine tilapia.
Yeah, no,
doesn't have the same ring.
So no, it wouldn't. But we sold out of fish on Friday, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's great, man.
No fish for you.
So it was a success.
It was overall. I would say it was definitely a success. We're actually gonna do it again this coming Friday, and we'll have more fish though, because by 7:30 I was already turning people away. I mean, not from food in general, but from fish fries. Like we were sold out like that quickly. Which thanks again to everyone for the support.
Yeah, for real. This is a time where everybody really needs that.
Yeah,
man, and everybody because I don't know, there's things happening in the big world, but we're in a very smaller community here.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is the time where those things stick together. Maybe this will be a good thing. Maybe our great leader was right. Maybe we do need this.
So we're So and like I told you, we're gonna do Taco Tuesday too. So. Twice a week we're gonna do takeout.
Yeah.
For the time being until
Wuhan Wednesday.
Until we're allowed to do more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, so Friday, 3:45. The phone rings at the Jug, and we're there setting up, and I answer the phone, and I'm like, Stone Jug, and this guy's like, yeah, we're gonna. You guys open? And I go, yeah, we're open for takeout. He goes, all right. He goes, well. We're just going to come in and get a couple beers while we're waiting. And I was like, well, no, you can't. And he goes, we can't come in and get a couple beers? And I was like, no. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, has he been living under a rock?
Yeah, take us back 2 weeks. So where this whole show has been nothing but us going, hey, come down to the Jug and have a beer.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Everything's upside down.
So anyway, 15 minutes later, I get a call from the Department of Health.
Whoa.
From the Niagara County Department of Health. And they say, yeah, is the manager or owner available? And I go, can I ask who's calling? And they're like, this is so-and-so from the Niagara County Department of Health. And I go, yeah, this is Chris. This is the manager. And he goes, listen, I just want to make sure that you guys are clear on all the rules, because we got an anonymous call saying that you guys are letting people in the back door to drink.
What?
Which nothing could be further from the truth.
What?
Yeah, right?
Damn.
So I think the first call was like a setup,
who's doing this?
To say, because it was a cell phone number with no name or anything like that. Yeah. And I think that they were just testing us to see, because they got an anonymous call saying that we were doing that.
Oh, okay, I get you.
It
was a burn. Damn, dude.
I was just like,
some old Betty looking out her window.
So I was straight up with him. I was like, listen, I'm like, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm like, the only time that anyone's even been in the bar until right now, since Monday, was Tuesday. Myself, the cook, the owner, and the owner's son sat at the bar and all had a beer, which we did not sell, and had dinner and discussed what we were going to do moving forward.
Game plan.
As far as takeout services and stuff like that. And he was like, well, that's fine. Yeah. And I go, I know. Yeah. And he's like, all right. He goes, and you can, as long as they're concealed, you can sell alcohol to people. And I was like, no, I know. I'm like, but I assure you that no one has been in here. Yeah. We have not served open container of any sort since Monday.
Yeah, we're running a speakeasy, by the way.
And
sure. I mean, Jesus Christ.
But
what's the password?
We were just like, the password is speakeasy.
Crazy.
But so
I'm sure they're doing.
It's a little fucked up.
They're probably doing that in a lot of places though too. They got to make sure.
Right.
Anonymous tip. So we obviously think it was the skunk lady.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's your name now.
First of all,
you earned it, skunk lady.
And secondly, like, she's the only one that can see the back door.
Yeah.
So like anyone that thought, they'd have to be able to see the back door in order
to weird, man.
In order to make that claim.
Like the first couple of days, someone ratted you guys out to the health department.
That's what the priority is.
Crazy.
Now's my chance.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna do?
The guy was super cool though.
Dude, I'm sure they're dealing with them. I'm sure those motherfuckers' phones are going constantly.
He was like, listen, I've been in there a few times, had drinks. He's like, I've had your food. You guys have great food.
Saw
great
a really
service.
great band.
He was, he pretty much praised the establishment itself. He's like, I didn't really think that you guys would do something like that. So instead of me just calling a sheriff and having them show up, I thought I'd call and
let's see what's going on. Yeah.
Which was
cool,
very commendable on his part.
That's better,
I think, So
yeah, I'm sure they're flooded with a lot of things too, and a lot of people getting laid off from the health department and all that too, because in New York State's, the regulation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
so
what the fuck?
I know, crazy.
I was gonna ask you, like, if you had one of the old timers like try to open the door, like a guy who just doesn't watch the news and has no idea this is happening, just like, what the hell, Chris?
I'm gonna sit here by myself. Can I just have one or two?
They were all there on Monday, like right until the last minute.
Right, 8 o'clock was the deadline.
Like,
right?
I actually walked around, and because. Like, no one wanted to let go,
Oh my God, I can't take it,
dude.
I can't take it.
It was.
Do you see what you did, Hillary?
Dude, it was so.
We know.
It was such a fucking weird feeling for me walking around at 8 o'clock on a Monday night and shaking every single fucking patron's hand and saying, "Look, like, I'm really sorry, but you really have to leave."
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
we have to.
We can get fined.
Yeah.
Like, and in 5 minutes, if a cop drives by here, we're gonna get a $1,000 fine.
Yeah.
And then possibly a $10,000 fine.
Yeah.
We don't
want to mess around with that.
And they're like, we understand. Like, we just.
And then there's no judge when we come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So. It was very, I don't even know the word for it. It was fucked up, though, I'll tell you that.
Surreal.
Exactly, there's no word. This is such a brand new thing.
What's
surreal.
The first time? Yeah, that's not even a good enough word.
No, I know. I was going to use that, and it's just, it's not. It was
keep having, like...
It was, the strangest feeling came over my whole, being. Mm-hmm. Like, when I was doing it, I was like, this is, fucking, I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
wild.
if I've ever felt like this before.
Yeah.
Whatever the story is, whatever, there's the conspiracy people, there's the people who believe it all, everybody has their own stupid fucking opinion, including me. Mm-hmm. But the truth is that that shit's actually happening. Whatever reason it is, whatever the outcome is, we don't know. The truth right now is that is a real thing that it just happened.
The real world.
Absolutely.
It's mind-boggling.
You wake up in the middle of the night, say 3, 4 in the morning, you're like, is this? Yep, it's true. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, I keep having these usually late at night after our day. Like I've been just kind of doing. Look, my life is, other than the fact that one of my major, I do a lot of different things. One of them is play music live to hopefully people.
Yeah, right.
So one of my main occupations doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And we've spent the better part of the last year trying to, build an audience for our band, and now it is illegal to build audiences.
I know.
To assemble people. Yeah. So half of my shit just doesn't exist anymore. But we're adapting. Yeah. We're gonna do the live streams. We're still podcast goes until we all drop, man.
Yeah.
If it's me and Cap in a fucking cave somewhere,
Not me.
We'll get it out there.
Yeah, whoever can come.
If you're still around, you're in.
We'll see what happens in Lewiston.
I know. We're taking this shit. We're going down with the ship. We're gonna be the band on the Titanic.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I think people need
playing.
that though, dude. I have been ingesting. I already listen to podcasts and radio all day, and I watch countless videos, music on. Like I have just been ingesting shit, and I'm like, all right. I think people have been very receptive and appreciative that bands and other people are taking the time to just continue to make shit. Because
that's cool about the podcast, and thank God for technology at this time.
Yeah. Seriously.
That you can do what we can do.
Do you see what he just said?
Yeah.
And we all said, yes, sir. Thank you, Steve Jobs, our Lord and Savior. Oh, praise Apple. And we're, God damn it, we are on the teat.
I know.
Me worse than everybody. Look at all look what I'm surrounded by.
I
see Apple everywhere. I'm looking at the table right now.
Yeah, but I mean...
That's what we were saying the other night. Like, if the internet goes down, someone's like, man, you're just useless now, huh?
I know.
I can't hunt. I can't fish.
I cannot believe if the internet
You're
goes
just
down
useless now.
Yeah.
What do I have to offer? I just tell people witty anecdotes, like sing a couple of songs. No more loop stations if the electricity goes out.
Yeah.
You have to read a book by candlelight.
I'm gonna have to like assemble a group of like 10 people and just make them each do a layer of the loop and just play the people, like conduct it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost went down to Pete's cabin, but he was only going for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm sure he's got a lot of meat in the freezer, so he's all set.
yeah, he does. He said.
I was telling the
he
guy
said
at
he's
work
got
there.
a
He's
few
like, I know a
things.
guy that has a lot of probably meat in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
If the shit hits the fan, but
That's a funny phrase.
Well, I would
and I want to
probably-
use that for other stuff now.
Yeah.
Like if you're explaining to someone like, hey man,
got a lot of
what's
meat
that
in the
chick? She's got a lot of meat in the freezer.
you can imply it different ways with it.
She's got a lot of meat in the freezer.
With Pete, you could probably get about half a step on his property. You might be in the freezer then, though.
Yeah, you might be on the freezer too. The freezer too.
Yeah, glad thing we're all on Pete's good side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
need
Pete,
him.
it's just me.
Yeah.
We're gonna need him.
Yeah, I mean, I go down there. I know he'll hand me a gun, so
Yeah.
so I'm
With no bullets.
I'm good with no bullets. We're and it's on the side of a fucking mountain. Like, that's if the shit really hits the fan, that'd be the place to be. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
I know. I got friends who have go bags and shit like that, and you're always like, man, not even like, man, you're not like that. I hear about that shit, and I'm like, yeah, that totally makes sense, and I should probably think about that, but I just don't.
No, man.
And now it's happening, and I'm like, hey, bud, hey, you need backup, don't you? I'll be the lookout.
I'm good.
What's going on over there?
Yeah. I'll ride shotgun.
Need a buddy?
Nick, what's your favorite song, bro? I'll play it.
You need entertainment at your cabin.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. I mean, still just Taco Tuesday and Fish Fry Friday gotta...
Yeah, so that's all we can really do for right now.
Maybe we'll try to link up like I don't know, man. We'll do a live stream. Like, I'm like, how can we do a virtual show? Like, you know what I mean? Like Jug show. I don't even know.
I don't either. That'd be cool though.
Oh, fuck. Could we do it just me and him? Could we do it just in an empty jug and just film it?
What do you mean?
Just, I don't know. Then it's like, well, that would just be cool for creepy ambiance of the video. Like we're playing where we're usually playing to a packed bar of all of our friends, and now we're here and it's empty.
Right.
That'd be some.
The WWF in Orlando have.
Yeah, didn't they do that?
Yeah, they're
performing
performing in front of an empty audience.
What?
And the guys are on the mic.
WrestleMania?
It's going to happen so far. I mean, it's in about a week or two.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to have it at their training facility
And they're gonna
with
just-
no audience members.
They're just gonna like
WrestleMania.
Yes.
They're gonna live stream it.
They had an event
Jesus.
like a week or two ago. I heard it. There was no. and
Yeah.
Gronk was there,
Yeah.
going nuts because they hired him.
Okay. Of course they did.
Yeah.
Should have hired
That's
him
a
10
good
years
hire.
ago.
Yeah, that's a good hire.
He's like a person. He is what he is.
Every time I've turned around and looked out the window, there's been people.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cool.
Now we're all going outside and we're gonna realize we don't need this shit.
Yeah.
We don't need, yeah. So yeah, they're doing that event. I'm waiting for like
Empty audiences.
like a music festival, essentially, like someone to just get a venue and set it up to where you only need this many people in the room at the time, and just have different bands come in and just live stream it all day for charity or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then celebrities will come out and
They
say
could
it's
even
them.
have it like on national television.
Yeah.
Oh my God, TV's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
Sure is.
What's a mall?
Exactly.
You feel old when people tell you that. I was like, at the kid a couple weeks ago. He's like, yeah, I went to the mall and bought some sneakers. He's like, why would you do that? What's a mall?
What's a mall?
Yeah.
You got the StockX app.
Yeah. You didn't have to slide left and right. Yeah, I just went aisle to aisle.
So yeah, that's weird though, man, because we've all been saying like, people are spending their lives digitally and there's too much. I've been a big sayer of that. That's not a good way to put it. But like you're on the internet, you're reading all this shit. Everybody hates each other. It's a negative, weird place because everybody just it's like a toilet. Everybody has to go just get rid of their stinky, wasty shit, and for some reason they do it on Facebook. They just whatever their worst thing is, they go
spill it to everybody,
and then someone else gets on, and it just sucks. So I'm like, everybody go outside and spend time together in a community, and then the fucking federal government's like, no. None of those. Stay inside, 6 feet away from everybody.
There's no dislike button on Facebook now.
But then there's also there's also like a ton of people. Like St. Patrick's Day and bars were packed, and the spring break, like there's a ton of kids who are just doing whatever.
Crazy. Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's got to be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. There's got to be some social responsibility. I mean, those kids have parents, they have grandparents.
Dude, we walked into Tops last night, and the two oldest people I've ever seen were standing there.
Crazy. Yeah.
And I'm like, and I just killed them by being near them.
Yeah.
Or that's what they're putting in your head so they can fuck with you.
You feel bad, like they had no one to get their groceries for them, or they,
or they deliver.
Yeah, but they probably can't figure that out. Why wouldn't you go?
Yeah, that's possible.
Why wouldn't you go and squeeze the cantaloupe to see if it's ripe? I'm not gonna have a 16-year-old kid picking out my cantaloupe for me.
Right.
Yeah. Or they just don't believe it. They're just old. They're just like, we were around for Hitler, you pussies.
Well,
we made it 80 years.
Just told me earlier that my grandmother had people over the other night for fucking for cards.
Yeah, crazy.
So
that's pretty badass, though. If this is the apocalypse, like Grandma was playing Pinochle right into the fucking.
Yeah,
they're still playing music in that Titanic deck
my
too.
My grandmother and my aunt who is actually just finishing chemo, so she should not be exposed to anyone.
No, look at her immune system; it's way down.
My grandmother, who's 86, her boyfriend, who is like the same age, and one of their friends, who also same age.
We are human; we have to interact with people. That's the thing.
But in my experience, any grandma who has a boyfriend is a badass, and she's not gonna let anybody tell it. Like a cool grandma. It strikes me as that. She's just you. It's just like
you're not telling
Merry
me to
Christmas,
stay home.
sweetie. Just a bunch of Hardens.
Well, my mom goes, like Linda shouldn't be over there, like with going through this treatment and stuff, and she goes, and your grandmother too, like. And I go, well, and worst of all, what if her fucking boyfriend goes? We can't have that. And my mom just starts dying laughing because we call my grandmother Black Widow.
Oh, jeez.
She's had 4 boyfriends pass away.
Really?
Since my grandfather passed away, which was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So
that guy must
every
be,
4 or 5 years, she loses another one.
He's very desperate, her boyfriend.
And
he doesn't care.
He probably doesn't know the story.
Yeah.
Or comprehend.
We broke up. Didn't work out.
But we all call her that.
Yeah, the Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Every few years. And then she's like, it's horrible. Like, because she's just like super depressed.
Lost another one,
for like 2 or 3 months, and then like month 4, she has a new boyfriend. And I'm like,
good for her.
I'm like, how does she do it?
I think around the 3rd one, I would just like get a private time with her and be like, "What's going on?
Well,
are you doing this? Are these rich guys? What are you doing? Are you doing this yourself? Where do you put the bodies?
Where do you put the bodies?
How are you doing this?"
But she, and then I'm convinced that 3 months, 3 months is her mourning time when they pass, and then she goes to the senior center and she just puts her hand under the table and reaches over.
Hell yeah.
Because
the cards aren't on the table, they're underneath.
Yeah.
Because even the hottest chick at 25 can't get a new boyfriend fucking that fast all the time. Like, it's crazy. She's unbelievable.
Old people trying to fuck, especially now.
Oh man!
Now that they're like, "Hey man, world's ending. Like we're on our way out. This is our last chance." It's probably mayhem over there.
She makes fun of all of them for not being able to get it up and stuff too. It's hilarious.
Well, you gotta get the little blue pill.
Yeah.
2 of them sometimes.
Yeah.
She's like, I bought him the penis bump.
Jesus. 86-year-old.
I'm like, great, Grandma, thanks.
Yeah, very open dialogue you have with your grandmother.
Yeah. My cousin woke up on her dildo one time.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what?
Not riding it. It was just in the middle of his back. He thought it was the remote control, and he grabbed it.
Oh. Dude.
Yeah. I can't wait to call him after this and tell him I told this on the podcast.
Hey,
He's gonna
it's
be
not
like,
his
"Thanks,
fault.
man."
He just,
Wait a second, the TV ain't turning on. Oh my God, what's in my hand?
yeah. She was pretty. She just didn't put it away. It was just, I don't know.
It was just on the bed in the den.
I'm done with this.
In the den.
In the den. Which is right off the dining room, which is the room that everyone like hangs out in. I'm like, Grandma.
Well, was that a weapon and clue, Mrs. White with a dildo in the dining room?
Yeah. It was Mrs. Harden in the den.
Yeah. Nope, Professor Plum.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, right off the dining room, and you guys were little teenage boys. You were jerking off all over the place.
Yeah.
Grandma's got to get some too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in these trying times.
This was years back, but
I'm saying the grandmas now, that's what we're saying, is now they're all on lockdown. Like nursing homes just got to be going off.
no, I know.
Dude, it's end of the world
There's
party.
people dying in nursing homes everywhere. Not from corona, from heart attacks.
Yeah.
Too many blue pills.
Yeah, exactly.
You wonder what's going on in Florida, like at the villages. Those things are like
Jesus.
sex dens probably right now.
I know.
What's weird? What's the deal with Yo Taco's shut down then, right? I don't know what the Florida rules are.
I don't think so. Yo Taco still stands, I believe.
Yo Taco is Captain's Jug of Thoughts embassy. If shit goes down and you're a listener, go to Yo Taco, await further instructions.
Yeah. We'll send Hot Dog over with instructions.
Yes.
That's a rendezvous point.
Hot Dog shows up with a truck full of guns. Everyone's like, oh shit. This is a comedy show.
Yeah. They weren't joking.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's wild, man. Let me see. Oh, you got the paper?
Yeah.
What's going on in the paper?
I started to
family
read it, but
taking
then
a
I started
picture in
making
front of a
breakfast.
phone. It's going to be tough. Local tourism industry. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what's
if this
gonna
shit
happen?
doesn't clear up.
Yeah.
What about
summertime's in a few months?
I know.
So that's what
It's
we're
right around the corner.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
If I like that at all. That seems a little.
Yeah.
What, Mookie Magic?
Yeah, with the picture of the kid who don't look like us. I'm sure that's his name. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Or someone needs a phone call. What the fuck? Just because the world's ending doesn't mean you can print shit like that.
We can try. We can get this by.
Charlie Brown's having a hell of a day.
Yeah.
Did his football get pulled out?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh no, he's good baseball. He's trying to throw it. He whiffs.
Oh.
He spins around. Somehow
All his clothes
fall
come
off.
Tornado hit him.
That's weird. I see a bald child nude in the paper.
Yeah.
Apparently, the FCC is shut down for this whole thing too.
Yeah. We can get anything by now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's wild.
I got a text. It's kind of like a Charlie Brown, like the characters in it. It's just a guy and a girl, and the guy's like, hey, how's it going? And she goes, what do you do for a living? And he goes, I'm a toilet paper salesman.
Oh, jeez.
And the next clip is her sucking his dick.
Yeah. Why toilet paper?
It used to be a shitty profession.
I don't know why it's toilet paper, but I thought that was a really fucking creative
They've
comic
never
that it got
said-
sent. Like it was
No,
funny.
that's hilarious. But I'm
It's
saying
not.
in-
It's not that end. If you
It's-
get it.
yeah.
You got the fever.
Yeah, I know.
it just went
Everyone's
nuts.
got the wrong end.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You know what it reminds me of? We have the chickens. And like when we had multiple chickens, one chicken something would fall off from a tree and spook her, and she'd start, and the other
Yeah.
chickens would start. Like
Yeah,
one
just 'cause
chicken
of one,
got
boom.
scared, and
Yeah.
now the other ones were like toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper.
Yeah.
and they start
Yeah.
stabbing each other for toilet paper. And we're
Right.
like, why? This is like not a shitting yourself disease.
No.
Yeah.
True.
I was out a week and a half ago on a Thursday morning because I was off of work. Around 10 o'clock, I was up at the Wagmans up there on the boulevard in the falls next to the Coles up there. And it seemed like, I was like, what's going on? Why is there so many cars in the parking lot at 10:30 in the morning on a Thursday? There should be like 50 people in here shopping at the most. And I walked in, it was like bedlam was going off.
Wow.
I mean, they already had the signs up about limit 2 because like the shit hit the fan, I think, Wednesday night,
Yeah.
a week and a half ago.
Right.
And I walked down, and we were getting, you go all the way around the store and then the paper products. Because I see
Right.
people like with their carts full of like paper products. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And then walked down the aisle, and it was like a tornado hit this aisle.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
weird.
It was just weird. It was a surreal again, but more than that.
Yep.
I mean, there was about 3 boxes of Kleenex left on a whole
What does that make
60, 70 yards of
sense?
aisle.
I
It's
know.
weird. It's not what
It's
people...
just so weird that people just decide, like, that's the reaction.
Yeah. They say the side effect is like the flu and you have a cold.
Yeah.
You're not...
You're not getting the shits.
It's just the weirdest thing. It's like, remember like Tickle Me
weird.
Elmo and like Furby, like there's toys that come out at Christmas and people just get themselves into a fucking frenzy over it. The chicken sandwich we talked about.
Yeah.
People just,
Popeyes,
something goes, for lack of a better term, it goes viral.
Yeah.
And like it becomes a big thing and everybody is now ready to kill each other for it. It's so weird how people can get frothed up like that.
Right.
This is an extreme example of that. This isn't a fucking toy. This is actually a real thing that's happening.
It is, but still.
But still, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What were you saying about
ridiculous.
At the end of this, hopefully people are going to have 20 years worth of toilet paper in their basement.
I know.
For real.
What's going to happen then?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like people collect like Beanie Babies, and they thought like I'm gonna hand people just have basements full of Beanie Babies.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Each one is worth 3 cents now.
Yeah,
Right.
Instead of your $18 when McDonald's was handing them out in Happy Meals.
Well,
It's wild.
in 5 or 10 years, when the price of toilet paper goes way up, these people will be selling it online for half price.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's just the reaction.
things.
I think that's what it is. That's another conspiracy theory. Is that somehow
Like
they're
people-
passing all of these. They're using the virus as an excuse to pass all these crazy things
People
to see
got
what
on
the reaction's going to be.
social media, and then you got to get your toilet paper. Get your toilet paper.
Get your toilet paper.
And then people are walking out with 80 rolls of toilet paper.
I know.
I mean, 80 rolls. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing? Are you eating the toilet paper?
When I first moved in here, I bought like the 48 roll.
Yeah.
At,
It's going to last
at
you for
Sam's
2
Club.
years.
It lasted me like exactly a year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure they have like a department that like
Which means I
figures
go
that
through
out.
about a roll.
Yeah.
Living on my own, I go through about a roll a week.
Crazy.
That means.
Yeah.
You know?
That's eating tacos on Tuesday because they're
And that's
great.
eating on and that's what Taco Tuesday.
Maybe that is a thing. Everyone's like, we're gonna be eating a lot of takeout. We should probably get some toilet paper.
This is not my normal diet.
Yeah.
I mean, they still make
Everything's
napkins.
fried.
They still make napkins. They still make paper towels.
Yeah.
The toilet paper, right? You can't.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I think all the the conspiracy, whoever's running it, is like, why are they doing toilet paper? Did you tell them toilet? They're like, I don't know. They just started going nuts over toilet paper.
Well, let's go with it then.
I thought, all right, cool. Yeah, toilet paper. Get it.
Who hit the toilet paper button?
Yeah. Why is everybody? I slipped and hit toilet paper. Yeah, dude, it's pretty wild. I'm sure there's like, you know how everybody's dad shops at Sam's Club and buys like a ton of, the bin of fucking toilet paper, and everybody's like, Dad, you don't need to buy all that, and he's sitting there now going,
See?
you don't need to buy
See?
Harold, you don't need that much toilet paper. Yeah, who's smart now?
Right. We didn't need that much toilet paper.
So I don't know, man. All right, let's take a quick break. Let's fucking Jesus.
Yep.
All right, everybody out there, stay safe. Get away. 6 feet. 6 feet.
Yep.
I was gonna walk down the street with a shotgun and be 6 feet, motherfucker. Back up.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
All right. So, in good news, Lee came into the room earlier today or yesterday and brought up intermittent fasting, something she heard about intermittent fasting. And just now, she looked at her phone and there was an ad for some intermittent fasting thing to do. So that's cool. That hasn't shut down. That's still going. Going strong. Dude, there's advertisements that are all coronavirus based now.
Oh yeah, you watch
Takeout, everything's takeout.
a
Everything's
website. It's like there's a hand sanitizer commercial on your on the side of the website. You're like, how do they know I need this?
I mean, look, you gotta chase that dollar. Get rich or die trying.
Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub's probably going off. Everybody's a cam girl. I'm essentially going to have to be a cam girl.
Yeah, it's gotta be crazy.
I'm just starting OnlyFans. I'm going to have to be like, what
they
song
keep-
do you want to hear?
Yeah, they keep statistics. I wonder what what people Oh, Corona girl. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's what happens after this. Even if like everything goes back to normal, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Psychologically, what happens after this? If we do a 2-week quarantine and then it actually works and then we flatten the curve and then everybody's allowed out.
Yeah.
I don't think people are just going to go, oh, cool, back to normal. I think it's going to fuck with people's heads. I think some people are going to come out with some addictions they didn't have when they went in. All day, nothing to do, no fucking job. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of mental aspects that's going to happen too.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Isolation. People aren't cut out for that.
We're not used to it.
No.
I'm essentially
Definitely not.
already living that life. You know what I mean? Not that much different for me, except for the live gig thing.
Yeah.
That's odd because, as I said, the point of that is to
Yeah, it's just weird that
build an audience.
Yeah.
It's just weird that you can just go, okay, I just want to go have a couple beers.
Yeah, you were saying
going
you were-
down the street and go to the bar.
You were climbing the walls the other night.
Oh yeah, it was Friday night, and I was like, I usually bowl Fridays for 32 weeks a year,
Right.
and all of a sudden, stoplight, brick wall.
Yeah,
You're not going out. You work all week. I was just so used to going out like at 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
and then on about 7 o'clock that night, I was like, I have to get out of the house. I have to get out.
Yeah.
You know,
like it is, dude. It was like, I mean, as much as it was, as we said earlier, about one little thing at a time.
bits and pieces.
And in a general sense, it all kind of happened within like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just
It was
seems
like
like everything was kind of crazy. And now we're like, for the past couple of days, we've all kind of stopped and looked around and we're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now it's like,
Yeah.
It's just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And like, it feels very sudden, is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. It was like 10 days ago. It's only been 10 days.
Right.
It might be 100 days.
Fuck.
So
Yeah.
we could be.
Say that shit.
I know.
I mean, like I said, my life's not that different. You know, me and my chick both work from home, and other than not doing gigs, like, you know, we're just gonna start live streaming and doing
Yeah.
podcasts over the phone, I guess, if we're not allowed to like go out, or if it's not even a good idea. That's the thing. I'm not even worried about the virus anymore. I'm worried about like some guy with a shotgun. But get back inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm worried about like we've all seen the
It
movies.
better not come to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Crazy.
know.
We're
I
kind
don't
of
know.
lucky that we live.
We live pretty
in like
distant.
isolated area.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Rural, very rural area. Like
Yeah. Right.
cities are screwed.
Can't
Yeah,
even
they're
imagine.
totally
right now.
screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be
I
a
know.
mass hysteria.
Definitely.
Like you live on top of each other
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you know what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
know?
and you just have these moments like I'm having
It's like
now.
12 million people. We have 12,000 within.
Yeah.
It's a whole different story.
It's
Yeah.
way different.
It's not even 12,000.
And just
No,
all
not
commerce
even.
shut down.
1,200.
And the
Right.
city just stops.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
It
There's-
just stops.
you know,
The
you
city
see-
that never sleeps
Yeah.
is now in a fucking coma.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see pictures
exactly.
on the internet of like Times Square,
Yeah.
and the ads are still up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's like two people in the picture.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're like what?
It's so creepy. We were walking
crazy.
down Center Street. Yeah, you know what? Opposite of here. We should do coronavirus pictures from Youngstown, and it's like everybody's out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There's more
It's the
people
complete
out,
opposite.
There's more people out there than ever.
Yeah. That's really funny. Yeah, man, like you see like it's like rush hour in, you know, fucking Penn Station and it's just empty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
empty.
We walked past the is it Casa Antica? Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And they usually are playing music.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Right.
when the music's outside, there's usually
Yeah.
people outside eating,
Yeah.
or at least you look in the windows and it's full of people
Yeah.
eating.
Right.
It was empty.
Yeah,
The
it's sad.
streets were empty and they were still playing the music. It was fucked up.
It's sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was still just the radio and you could hear it echoing.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn. Like I said, that creepy, weird, futuristic, you know, shit is great in movies and stories, and it's fun to read theories and pretend something like, oh, there are aliens and there is government overlords, and now you're like,
Yeah,
yo, I was fucking around.
there could be.
Yeah. I don't think, all right, government, that's a dramatic statement, but I'm saying we don't know. So right now, everybody's imagination is running wild.
Oh yeah,
But for the most part, let's just chill out, I guess.
Yeah.
take a breath.
Every once in a
Everybody
while.
take a breath.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be okay.
It's
Look
hard-
outside.
Because even when this shit, it's like when like a death happens or something crazy happens, and then like you kind of go about your day, and the time goes, and you sort of forget about it for a second, and then you remember.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
there's
you-
no funerals right now either.
Yeah, you can't even. Hey, wow.
dude, that'd be weird.
So,
Yeah,
Like,
all that's even put on hold.
yeah,
yeah. I did. There's some sad stories of people who can't. Like some lady's husband is like in like hospice care, and he's like dying, and she
Yeah,
can't,
she can't
be
go
with
see
him
him.
because you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Fuck.
They
This
moved
is
some
supposed to
guy
be a
out of,
goddamn comedy show. Son of a bitch. See
Yeah.
what you did.
yeah. They moved some guy out of a senior center the other day, so his family could see him.
Yeah.
Could be, you know,
Wow.
because they weren't allowed in the senior center.
Yeah.
They got to FaceTime. They're trying to make us know that live streaming and FaceTiming is now human contact.
Yeah.
And now we're going to be so thankful to be able to FaceTime with somebody. We're going to go, oh, thank you, Steve Jobs, our great leader.
All right.
You know, it's that's wild. I know that's my own brain taking that for a walk, but you know what I mean? Like, it's creepy when you say something that's supposed to be kind of funny and you're like, shit, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, let's fucking push them so far this way that when this is over and the virus is past, we pull them back. We don't get pulled back to where we were 10 days ago.
Yeah, different thing.
You know what I mean? We get pulled back to somewhere in the middle, but we're just so goddamn thankful to not be all the way over here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bars can open again, but you have to sell our government-issued lager.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. All right. So, I don't know, man. Jesus. Anything funny happen?
No.
All right. That was kind of funny. That's the first.
There we go. That's one.
Oof. I'm looking at the board. So, OJ, save us.
So God bless. Take care.
OJ,
Thanks,
you know what?
OJ.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
You sure?
OJ, goddamn Simpson saves the day again. There was a really funny video. OJ's been putting up coronavirus videos. I show you the picture.
No.
I did of him with like the cart outside of a Costco, like full of toilet paper and towels and shit. And he's
No.
wearing a mask.
Did he have one glove?
Yeah, I think he had gloves on. Yeah, and I think people just started
lost one of
photoshopping
them.
knives and shit. Yeah, he had one glove. Yeah. None of these latex gloves fit, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's hilarious. And then there was another video he put up where he was like cleaning his money, like bills, and he was like on his back patio and he's spraying them. And he's spraying bills and he's got a mask on and gloves. He's like, you never be too safe. He's like, money's dirty. He's like, this is just what I want at the golf course today. And I paused the video and counted it. It was like $62. I'm like, you are OJ goddamn motherfucking Simpson. And you know what? This is why I'm so fascinated.
$62.
This is why I'm so fascinated. Look at look at the whole OJ story. And I watch these Twitter videos and I go, I like him.
Yeah.
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
He's just so goddamn charming.
Well, of course he is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What made him famous?
Yeah. He always has been.
Yeah, even after,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
hey, what is that?
Oh,
Jesus
somebody's
Christ.
out on their bike.
I know. Well, at least now
Motoring, too.
we're a little more connected. Me and Lee had a time, like, we don't have cable anymore. I don't know, there was a time where we were kind of disconnected from the world. It was great. But then we'd be like hanging out in the house, like, or on the back porch, listening to music or something, and in the distance you'd hear just maybe fireworks, maybe construction where they had to blow up a rock down the gorge or something because they're building a trail. We just hear like someone will call, right? And tell us if that was something we should be worried about.
What was that?
Is that Canada?
Yeah. And now, yeah, dude.
Is that going to affect us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like you said, dude, you heard it on Nash. I've saw some weird videos of like trains going into Illinois, like Chicago, with like hundreds of like army jeeps on the back of them, like National Guard looking shit.
bet.
Now,
Yeah, I know.
that could have been an old video somebody put up now to fuck with us.
No, that's really happening now.
Yeah. So you Cap has it in, right? You got word.
Yeah, and I know that. Well, I've also heard since I told you that that a whole bunch of like National Guard and stuff like that's been getting dropped off all over Buffalo and Niagara Falls. So my one buddy actually told me that he saw like a bunch of like army like trucks and tanks and stuff like that rolling down one of the roads up there. So
Crazy.
I don't know where they're headed. Like,
But now, all right. We do live right by the border.
yeah.
So they could, and then you know, they're shutting
That's
down
a
the border.
theory.
You know, like
Yeah,
we do live
that's
in
a theory.
or the power plant or something. We live near shit that needs to be protected in
Absolutely.
crazy times.
Yeah. So, I'm sure that, hey, there's a squirrel right there.
Squirrel.
He's good.
Yeah.
That is a theory, and it's true. Like, the border's got to be, protected. I mean, I'm looking at Canada right now as we're doing this. So.
Yeah.
It's like a real lot of people are getting dropped off in both cities, from what I understand. So,
well, it might be a New York thing because of New York City,
Right.
Because, like, dude, you're not gonna get Go up to like any random fucking Youngstown, bar guy or some fucking lady on the street in New York. Like, there's people who are like, we have to be socially responsible. Then there's people who like don't really have any, like when we tell them we do a podcast, they look at you blankly. They don't know what that is.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people. You go, you have to social distance. They're gonna be like, what? No, what? They're gonna get weird and just walk away. Like,
right.
You can't convince everybody to do this.
No.
It didn't even work on us. We're all sitting here right now.
Exactly. Didn't work on us.
For the most part, like I'm not going anywhere. But that also is not that different from my normal life.
No.
You know, you guys were like, you know what I mean? I feel like all my really social friends are coming to me now going, teach us your ways.
You were right.
Here's a stack of Batman comics and a bunch of edibles.
Yeah.
You will be entertained.
Well, I mean, I was starting to get a little stir crazy on like on Thursday because Sunday was the last day that I worked, and then Monday was the last day we were open.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday nothing, Wednesday nothing, Thursday I'm like, now what?
And you're used to such a active life socially, especially.
Yeah. I know.
The whole town comes to you.
Right. Yeah. So it was a little weird, just being in.
You're gonna have to.
I was in my apartment for 3 whole days, like 72 straight hours, basically, like with no contact with anyone, no work, nothing. I was like, what the fuck?
You can't do that to people. What the fuck do they think is gonna happen?
Right.
People are gonna go fucking nuts. Everybody's gonna be really into the social distancing and shit. I always use the analogy of like your folder in school. How the first day you're like, I'm gonna keep it organized this year.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I'm gonna keep it right, and then by the third week, it's like 2 shitty pieces of paper and a sandwich of stuff you have no idea. It's all there's dicks drawn over it from your friends. Like, it's that. The first week, everyone's like, social distancing. Let's do this.
Yeah.
By week 3, people are gonna just be spitting in each other's mouths. They're like, fuck it, I don't care. I can't take it. You gotta set up like a conference, like a video conference, with like the local day guys from the bar, and have all of you having your drinks in your houses, but you can still shoot the shit like you used to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And keep it going.
Right.
Can't lose that.
Yeah.
What happens after this?
I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll find out.
Never been there.
Hopefully.
Hey, for some reason that didn't make me feel any better.
We'll be good.
Just a guy going,
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
So far, so bad.
It's pretty fucking wild. Now we can't stop laughing. This is the point where we just all go insane.
Yeah.
So nothing's gonna be funny anymore. What are we gonna talk about? Be like, hey, what happened to you this week?
Nothing.
We're both just gonna start talking about whatever we're watching on TV this week.
What
We're
you
watching
do?
The Wire.
Nothing.
How you
Right.
do? So what's going on with you? I'm gonna be like, the Joker's up to his old tricks.
He did it again.
Yeah. It's just why, but okay, adapt and survive, I guess.
Yeah.
So continue to do this. Continue to use this godforsaken technology that I've always said is fucking evil. Now I gotta use it to stay connected.
You have
Right.
to.
Oh, this is what they wanted. They got us. Crafty bastards. Crafty bastards. You win this time, Hillary. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Sports is shut down. See, I'm not a huge sports guy, but that's gotta fuck with, like, you guys
crazy.
are friends. Yeah.
It's crazy.
However, they are still making trades, and
Yeah.
So
the Bills got Stephon Diggs, which is
Hey.
huge.
Great move.
Huge.
And there were people on the Titanic who put life jackets on. And the good crew was like, it'll be fine. Here's a life jacket. You're
You can
good.
float.
Yeah.
We'll be fine by football season.
Oh, yeah. You better be, because the Bills are good now.
I know.
The Tom Brady conspiracy. All of a sudden he leaves, and there's no football? What?
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh, he's back now.
Yeah. He's in Tampa.
Yeah.
He's far away from us now.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up the point that Tom Brady left the Patriots the same week where like St. Patrick's Day was canceled. Every Irish Boston bar drunk is like, no.
Yeah. They don't get to celebrate St. Patrick's Day and Tom Brady left.
This is truly
Fuck
the
you,
end.
Boston.
It's wild. Well, what, like we were saying about the wrestling, like if they did a Sabres game and just filmed it in an empty facility, you'd still watch, right?
Oh yeah.
That's how you get a North Korea, man. And then people are so fucking happy for their rations because you took them all away, and now you just have to give them a little bit. But that doesn't make any sense because everybody was making money off that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm
exactly.
like,
That's not.
maybe this is a real thing that's going to kill us, and it's not just immediate government conspiracy because don't matter what side of the political line, they're all fucking rich and they don't want to lose their money.
Yeah,
exactly.
When they cut down the sports, that's when I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I was like, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah,
like no basketball.
They never stop sports.
Then no hockey, and then golf tournaments.
Right,
and then
dude,
everything.
it's the blanket.
Everything.
Yeah. It's perfect. Whoever thought of this? This is maybe Cheney. Maybe Dick Cheney's still up to his old tricks. He's a crafty one. Because it's like it's the blanket statement. It's not we're shutting down sports. We're shutting down these giant things. It's you can't have a collection of people larger than this.
Right.
And that is a giant blanket statement that goes across all these things and shuts everything the fuck down.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Crazy.
I mean, look, as a dude who spends most of his time making shit to post on the internet, this is my time to shine.
Yeah, it is.
I guess, but I'm also like, I should just stop doing everything. Who cares? This is going to be great. I'll just go off the grid. Just hang out with the chicken and just, defend my land.
Well, you better get a gun.
Call Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Witty anecdotes aren't going to get people,
Nope, you're going to have to pack up the squirrel and pack up the chicken.
Yeah.
Head down to the camp.
Yeah, for real. I don't know, man. It's wild. Crazy. We're just pushing the fish fry. Adapt and survive, man.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. And maybe this will show us that, we don't need anything above the hill. I think that's what it's come to.
You'd be like Eddie.
Yeah, we're going to go. Right. Dude, I can picture the movie. Whoever's going to be the king of this area is going to go to the top of the hills of the country club and take that over as his lair. But that's like the point of fucking entry. Yeah. And everything beyond that he owns to the river.
Block the road off right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Big gate.
Yeah, just block it off. We own this shit. This is our shit. It's going to be like Walking Dead.
Well, we talked about it last week, building the wall around Youngstown.
Yeah, of all the other houses.
Yeah.
Whoever, That would be good too. I mean, the fort. Ryan said he was going to go to the fort. The fort is built specifically for that shit.
Right.
Yeah. But they just got to get some real ammo. It can't be shooting fucking
lots?
blanks. Yeah.
No. I don't know how many cannonballs we got left down there.
I mean, what if they did utilize it? What if we're chilling here and we look back and it just looks like a fucking Godzilla movie and all the army just moves into the fort?
That'd be crazy.
They're like, yo, you got to open that bar back up. And then we just become an army town again. And Youngstown is born again, like Jay was saying.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. We are the only pro-coronavirus show out there. This is going to work out for us.
I told you it was going to be good.
All right, man. You're a little more optimistic. That's good. I mean, optimistic, it's just we don't fucking know.
Yeah.
No.
It's not good. It's not a good thing, but I don't know. Like, there's some positives that come from it. I think people are getting disenchanted with this celebrity fetishization, and I think, well, they remember Wonder Woman and all her friends put out a video of them all singing "Imagine," the John Lennon song, and like it's just so douchey, and it's all these celebrities going, "We're gonna help you," and everybody's like, "Fuck you! You're in a mansion.
Yeah.
I'm in my house with my fucking wife now.
Yeah.
I'm not buying. We used to retweet you guys, and we were paid to see your movies. I don't give a shit anymore. You're worthless. We can't go to the movies."
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think people are getting disenchanted with that. Maybe people just need to be shaking the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah.
Because we would always just complain about shit before, 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that it's happening, we're like, we want to go back.
Please. Oh, crazy.
So Cap needs people to hang out with him, right? Because you're used to that social interaction.
I'm used to it, but I mean, I don't need it. I'm fine without it.
What do we do?
I get a little stir crazy when there's just nothing to do. I can only watch TV for so long.
Yeah.
No sports.
Especially without sports.
Yeah.
If there was sports, I'd probably be okay.
Like Sundays.
It's all part of the plan.
But without sports, it's really kind of cramping my style.
Hey, work is canceled. You don't have to work anymore. Yeah? Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Sports Center is it's just nothing.
And sports are canceled. Wait, what?
Well, are you guys going to like go
I don't
back?
want that trade.
Yeah, you guys going to go back in the archives and like just watch old games or some shit? Just
I've already been doing that.
Yeah?
The Sabres are air old games starting this week. famous games on MSG.
That's kind of cool.
They're gonna show like 5 days a week, starting I think 7 or 8 o'clock, like Monday through Friday, and it's gonna start this Monday with Hasek's like 72 game save one.
Wow,
for 70 against New Jersey.
Right.
So
70 saves.
Crazy.
Back
insane.
when things
He
were
beat
simple.
Brodeur.
Right.
He's got a slinky for a spine.
Yeah, I remember that commercial.
Yeah.
They've been showing all the old Lakers and Celtics NBA championships lately, which all through the 80s, Bird against Magic, which is a 30 for 30 on ESPN and everything. Like they've done a bunch of different shows about Magic and Bird. And
what did I tell you? What did I tell you? This show's going to divulge into us trading stories about what we watched this week.
Yeah.
We've been watching The Wire. It's a great show.
Yeah.
You get a little sticky.
I've been watching all 80s.
Rewatch it.
All 80s? What's that?
I've just been watching, I've been watching all those classic basketball games from the 80s.
Oh, right.
I watched Stand By Me.
Nice.
I watched all the
You were watching
national,
the vacation.
I watched all the National Lampoon's movies.
Clark.
Clark. Peg in the poke.
Yeah. You're right. You went a trip to Europe.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. National Lampoon's Pandemic Vacation.
Yeah.
And it's
watch
just
this movie
the
again.
Griswold family quarantined in the house the whole time. And then the National Guard's going to shut it down at like noon, and Clark's rushing around to get everything ready. He's got some thing he needs to have, some chair, some fancy chair, some lazy boy he wants to get. And like right as the door, the fucking door shuts, Randy Quaid comes in.
Yeah, Cousin Eddie.
And now he's quarantined with Cousin Eddie the whole time.
Right.
They get into a whole bunch of shit. That's a good idea.
Shitter's
See?
full.
Yeah.
Lemons, lemonade.
Yeah.
I wonder what Randy Quaid's up to, man. He's already nuts.
Yeah, he's
I
crazy.
know.
He won nuts.
They should do that movie,
like
though.
2
That'd be
years
a good
ago.
one.
Yeah.
He literally went crazy?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, you've
After-
never seen any of those
Like
videos?
crazy,
of him?
crazy.
Yeah.
He grew a giant beard. Him and his chick took off to
Yeah,
Canada.
they were up
like,
in Montreal, and they
Yeah.
were like, "I'm not paying up my bills or something."
they're like fugitives, like tax fugitives or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
insane.
Well, you play a crazy person in every movie ever. You might become crazy.
Yeah. Maybe he wasn't acting.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't acting.
He don't deserve no Academy Award.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
He's never acted a day in his life.
Yeah. Ask Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What else? Other
crazy.
fun pandemic movies. There's going to be picture it in the future. There's look at Titanic.
Yeah.
When that happened, it was a tragedy, and how many years later, it's a romantic.
Yeah.
There's going to be a movie in the future about two teenagers falling in love during quarantine.
Yeah.
So that old woman, she's just a whore, right?
Yeah. They're like, where's this $1 billion diamond? She's like, here's a fucking 3-hour story of how I fucked a poor guy in a car.
It's in my pocket. And she could have moved over on that board.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it was a whole door.
Yeah.
Let DiCaprio move over.
Well, the pandemic version is going to be her inside, him outside. They're holding hands, and then she just lets his hand go and shuts the window. And he goes off into death. And for the next 50 years, people are going to argue that there was enough room in the apartment for both of them.
Yeah.
You could have got both people in there.
You could have got him in there.
Dude, Photoshop instead of Titanic, it says pandemic. Fuck, this is a good idea. Dude, I'm telling you, this is when I shine.
Yeah.
When I don't work in normal society. I don't fit with it. When the normal society crushes down, here I come. You know what I mean? I'm
got the
firing on
ideas.
all cylinders here. Everybody loves Raymond, but they're all stuck inside. That's just the idea. It's just everything you've already seen, but they're all inside all the
Oh,
time.
Peter Boyle.
Yeah. All right. I don't know, man. What else? What else is there? What else do we do?
I don't know. Come out for tacos on Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to try again.
No, you said it right.
Things don't matter now, okay? Doesn't matter.
T's and F's. Put them together.
We got to get some other... what's a W?
What?
For Wednesday.
Whiskey.
And what's Whiskey Wednesday.
Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah. Matzo ball soup Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We'll see. Maybe the next one might be over the phone.
Yeah.
Maybe this is it.
Maybe this is it.
I know. I was kidding. We were always kidding, and now we're not kidding
Yeah,
anymore.
we're not.
We're getting to 50 no matter what.
Yeah, for real. We gotta spit some out right at the end. We just do
6 more.
Yeah, we just at the very end we do like a few 10-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Hello, we're out.
Yeah. For the last things, you just in the background you just hear.
Yeah. Captain's Jug of Thoughts, we're back. And we will see you next time.
Here comes the tanks.
Yes.
We're out.
Sound of the air raid siren is our cue. All right, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we were gonna ask what's the deal with your, like, I don't want to give anything away too much, but you work in the shipping industry.
Yeah. So far,
is that's still going? Because
it's
now
still
everybody
going.
has to order shit.
Yeah.
I have to order toilet paper. Like, for real, I do.
We're essential, not the FedEx store, the UPS store in Lewiston, but most people are Canadians that come in there, so they're all freaking out about, how do we get our stuff, what's going to happen, and then we can ship it to them, but, other people are coming in and shipping toilet paper, going to the West Coast. I was like, what? There's no toilet paper out there?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just a crazy thing.
I think it's, or they're just all watching the news and getting fucking crazy, and they have to ship toilet paper to each other.
So far, the shipping industry probably loves it.
I was gonna say,
especially in about a month from now, when what happens if you can't go out?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Dude, you guys are gonna be shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't wait.
Fucking wow. I remember going in there like Christmas time, and it was like a pack, it was, the wall was made of Amazon boxes.
Yeah.
It was like a giant, it was like when at Pink Floyd's concerts, how they build the giant wall. It was that. It was like the little Amazon smiley face on the side.
I turned on boxes upside down, so
they
fit my move.
Take
that, Jesus. They're all frowning.
Yeah. Oh, the labels are upside down. Sorry.
We might have to make podcast tapes and go ship them out to people. And you just join a mailing list.
Cassette tapes.
Connections.
Yeah. I mean, the mail is still that's fucking crazy. All right, everybody social distance, but everybody in the world touches a piece of paper and then we put it all in the same thing.
Yeah, how many people touch that envelope before it gets somewhere else
and it went into a big one of those bins with the wheels on it that they push with shit from all over the world. Yeah. You're not stopping this thing. It's crazy.
Yeah. Shipments from China haven't stopped. But stuff's hopefully they know what they're doing that it doesn't last on packages.
I hope so.
I guess they spray them down or something.
Yeah. Who knows what they do?
All right. It would be like the irony of Castaway is that one package he had a phone in it, like a satellite phone. The irony would be someone dies with their last package and it's a package of toilet paper. Yeah. That would have saved them because I guess that's what toilet paper does now. The future coronavirus movie doesn't make any fucking sense.
Forrest Gump's got the coronavirus in the FedEx.
Oh my god, I didn't even bring up Tom Hanks on purpose.
He's got it. It's crazy. He was the first guy.
Yeah,
that everyone knew. They're like, holy shit, it's real.
I think
that Mr. Rogers has coronavirus.
They did it on purpose. They made him Mr. Rogers to make him more lovable.
Yeah,
it's all a psychological thing. They made him Mr. fucking Rogers, and then a few months later, they give him this thing to tug on everybody's heartstrings, so we all believe it. So we give. They got us.
Don't get near me, my neighbor.
Yeah.
Won't you be my neighbor from over 6 feet?
Yeah. Don't get near your neighbor.
Yeah.
He comes home, instead of putting on a sweater, he's putting on a hazmat suit. Yeah. Here's our little tiny quarantine town. All right. Well, that's fun. At least we're coming up with some fun spin-offs,
Yeah.
These are our Mad TV sketches. What if this was during this horrible thing?
Right.
All right, everybody, stay safe. Wash your hands. Come get some tacos and some fish.
Tuesdays. Sanitizer.
Yeah. Tuesdays and Fridays at the Jug. We need to keep the Jug going.
Yep.
It doesn't. There's no reason. No, the Jug has to stand.
It does.
Okay.
Yep. And it will.
Or this whole show doesn't make any sense. And there's no Jug when we are allowed to go out again. And if we're never allowed to go out again, we still need the fucking Jug. We're going to need it now, then, more than ever.
Right.
True.
Okay. All right. Captain Jug of Thoughts. Thanks.
All right.